folks, welcome to Handpan Fundamentals. I'm Rosie. Today I'm talking about the G Pygmy. This is a RAV scale, but you may well have it on a handpan, so hopefully this is useful if you own one and want to get to know it.
If your note in the middle is different, it's an E or an F or a C sharp, don't panic. Write down every single one of your notes in alphabetical order. You don't need to know music theory, you just need to know your alphabet. If your first note is D, the next one will be E, F, G, etc, etc. You might have some sharps and flats floating around in there, but don't worry about that either. Just go through the alphabet, when you get to A, go back around. Then number them, with 1 as your ding. Now whenever I say notes 1, 3 and 5, I might mean D, F and A, but for you they're going to be different ones, so just translate as we go.
This is a lovely scale. I'll just play it for you from low to high so you can get a listen. Immediately you can hear it's quite a wide-ranging scale going from very low all the way up to pretty high, which means that we have a lot of options when we're playing with other people, kind of based around G minor. So if we play up in order, we get G's, no A's, B flat, C, D. It just sounds lovely. I think it's a really, really nice scale to work with. So I'll show you some of the chords that you can do out here with this RAV. Firstly, the chord of G minor, the tonic chord, our home chord. Our G, our B flat, and our D. And one of the really interesting things about this RAV is that the G, or the tonic, is actually down here on the left. Often we're quite used to having that tonic, the octave, out here on the right, so it takes a little bit of getting used to it if you're familiar with other pans. But it means that you can have that lovely movement in your left hand, and you should be able to do it with both hands anyway, because you should be getting ambidextrous through all of your practice. If you look along the alphabet next, you'll see that there's an A or an A flat or an A sharp. We don't really have anything to do with A, so we just skip straight up to our B. With our B flat, we can get a major chord in there. Our chord 3, our B flat, D, and F. Beautiful. Next up, we've got an E minor chord. So C, E flat, and G. Then we get to our pick chord, our D, which is a D and an F, but we don't have anything like an A, so our 5th note of that chord is not really played, but we can imply it with our D minor. Next we get to chord 6, or E flat major. E flat, G, and B flat. And then F, because we don't have an A or an A flat, we don't know if it's going to be F major or minor, but we have our 5th, so we have F and C. And that gives this kind of a barren chord. It's called a 5th when it doesn't have that note in between. And that's the bit that tells our ear if it's major or minor. So without that, it's just an open chord, F and C. And then back to our G minor again. And the way that they're spaced is really, really nice. It makes it very easy to play an E flat major, C minor. They flow together really nicely. B flat again, B flat, down to E flat. Chords, they just sit under the hands really nicely on this pan. This pan does have a little bit more versatility than the pentatonic, G pentatonic I was playing earlier, And that's with the inclusion of this E flat. It means that we have a tonality or a sense of the pan's key a lot more, a sense of the kind of mood of the pan, if it's feeling happy or sad, a little bit more with that E flat, which is perhaps more useful and gives you more variety, but it does mean that you're more likely to get these clashy notes out, which are a little bit harder to get onto this pentatonic. The pentatonic has basically no notes that sound bad next to each other or dissonant, whereas this has a few more options of dissonance, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's a lovely scale as well. Also very good for beginners, I would say. It's not got too much complexity in there and it sounds really lovely, but because of the range of it, you can really sort of sing the high notes while moving a bass line around, which is some lovely techniques as you develop further in your playing. You'll also notice that the pans are different colours. That doesn't mean anything, it's just cool. Well, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for a new video every week. Bye!